I think the key to any success in life, and the key to contribution, the key to excellent performance, the key to production, the key to doing what you love, is to truly understand what it is that you truly value. And when you're clear on what you truly value, and you're in alignment that your role and your vision that you create from your values comes into place, then you begin to work on those things that you truly love to do. So it's a beautiful process. And when any human being is on a mission, watch out, there's the beginning of a brand new great life for themselves and for the others around them. Because when people are happy doing what they're doing, when what they're doing is meaningful to them, I mean, they just exude joy. And the benefit of a process is that it gets people, it expedites the process to identify what you truly value. If you know that the process, in this particular case of creating a mission, is to triangulate your vision, values, and roles, and that will get you to a natural mission and inherent direction. If you know that, that's 3 steps, right? How hard is that to really get to, right? It saves so much time and so much agony.
Going through Success on Purpose has really done a major enlightenment for me. What I discovered is that most of my life I've been living the values of other people, the values of the companies I worked for, the managers I reported to, etc. is a new direction for my life from here going forward. It's my direction. I learned through exploring the visions, the values, the roles, that I now understand what my purpose, the purpose I want for my life, and I'm now prepared and committed to seek that purpose. And that's a major benefit to me. It's transforming, to tell you the truth, because it's not that I regret the rest of my life, but to have my life going forward being truly a life directed to my purpose and my values is very transforming.
I followed the Success on Purpose process for the last year. And as you know, I'm in the hot tub industry, and the swimming pool and hot tub industry in the last 3 years has been in great decline. Estimates this year are that it's going to be in decline by 45%. That's an average. Following the process with Success on Purpose, I was able to really focus in on what was important to achieve my goals. And my goals were to sell and survive this downturn in the economy. And it helped me get rid of the garbage, get rid of the negatives, and focus on the positives and what I could do and what I could accomplish. And once I started doing that, my sales turns around. I was able to capture accounts that I've been running after for a couple of years. I was able to actually close more business this year, and we're going to have one of our most profitable years since the last 14 years in business. My personal sales are up, which is huge considering what the market is doing. And the only thing I can attribute it to is following this process that allowed me to really do what I needed to do on a daily basis. I guess what I'd like to tell people is, seize the day. Take today and do the work. It's not going to get done by itself. It took me a year to work through this process. But a year in my whole big giant life is going to be a grain of salt. It's going to be nothing. And at the end of my life, if I just keep down this track, this great track of focusing, being successful on purpose, I'll do great. Not just okay. I'm going to be more than okay. I'm going to be great. So you can do it too. Anybody can do it.
In most of my life, I've been a manager and always rose into those kinds of positions, and mostly always been a positive person. And interestingly, I've done a lot of self-help study myself as well, lots of different kinds of books, and my best friend and I will take, like, for example, the Secret of Success. Let's take this, let's go read it for 5 hours and let's talk about it. So I've been doing this for a really long time. But it always felt like now having gone through the process, that there were these pieces of the triangle kind of floating up around over my head. One, the role bar, and the visions and my values, but they never really came together. They were just kind of out there floating. Sometimes they'd be whole, sometimes they'd be partial, but then all of a sudden during that exercise, they just sort of came together in the triangle, and I realized that that's the part that was missing, was the science part for me. I remember being in situations thinking about, well, gosh, I really know my values. I really love what I'm doing in my life. I'm passionate about who I am as a person, but there's something missing. And so having the ability to finish the triangle and see that it can be a structured, scientific process to get to where you want to be, that was fascinating for me. That was an eye-opener. It was enlightening. It took me to a new place for myself. So now I have the tools, which is what was missing, to make success for myself. So that was huge for me. And I think that the scientific part for me, though, was the part that was missing, because I like to be able to prove something. I've been in a sales role before as well. And let's say I was selling that roll of tape. Well, I'd really need to believe in that roll of tape in order to sell it. This product, I want to bring to people. I want to take it to everybody I know, because I have the proof. I have the scientific back knowledge to make these things happen for people who might have a doubt. I can show them, here, I'll help you, this is how it works.
Most people have gone in and they trade just for the money. What they do is they're chasing expectations as opposed to executing on a process. Just like in trading, the TQ, where process is absolutely paramount in order to have ongoing, predictable, consistent success, TQ has been able to do exactly the same thing. By having a process where you can get consistent, predictable results regardless of what you're looking to accomplish, and being able to do it again.
One of the things that I did was really, stop and once again go back to the core, which was, what are my values, right? How can I succeed in my personal life? Because the financial business part, that's one whole thing. But if you're miserable in your personal life and not doing some things for you, then at the end of your life, what have you got, right? So I was able to apply the system and apply I'm going to be successful in my personal life, and say, okay, what do I want from my relationship with my husband? At the end of our life, what is it going to mean for him to be happy? That's my vision, for him to die happy and know that he was loved by me. So how do you do that? Well, the only thing I could figure was, I'm going to triangulate. I'm going to create a vision. I'm going to see what values are applied to that, which is family, love, and graciousness, and all my top values. And then what's my role? My role is obviously his wife, but it's also his friend. And my mission is simply, it came to me naturally by doing that triangulation, to make him smile and laugh every day. And that's so easy. That's just so easy.
And in my work, it's all about the managers finding a person's why. Okay? Now, it's easy enough to find the why, but what do you do with it after you find the why? And the whole Success on Purpose thing has really laid that out. Now I can go back, I know exactly what I need to do. And when I'm talking to my team, after I know their why, I can put them on the right path to where they need to go, and I can help them get there. I've got my values, I've got my vision. I know what roles I need to play now. Roles, not just one role. And it's amazing. But I never would have gotten to that point had it not been for Success on Purpose, though. And I think everybody should go through it. I think every single manager should go through it, because how, as a manager, how am I going to help my 400 people on my team if I can't help myself? If I'm scattered in so many different directions that I can't focus and I don't have that clarity. Exactly. I think everybody should go through the Success on Purpose, and I am going to take that back to my team, because it's a gold mine that I don't think people just don't know about it yet. And I think once everybody hears about it, it's just going to be amazing. I would love to see. I would really love to see my whole company, the corporation. I would love to see them take this into their hands and really work with it. And I think that they'd see a huge difference in the mindset of their managers and the productivity that they got from the managers. And I would love to see that one day for that to happen. If I could be a part of that, I would love to be a part of that.